How are we, guys? Sick Buffalo here. Thank you for tuning in. Today's about scams. Any country you visit, there's going to be scams. So what you've got to look at for certain aspects and certain people and what they're doing and your surrounding and what's happening when you're on holiday. But for me, this is just a couple of little tips talking about several scams that I come across, and you guys can get a bit of information from that. So today I'm going to talk about Thailand. For me, I've visited Thailand probably 6 months in total over like 5 years. So I'm going to talk about bill padding. You know, probably mentioned before, I'm going to talk about the Pingpong scam. Then I'm going to talk about the BART bus scam. And then the Jetski scam. The motorbike scam. The police helmet scam. The taxi, paying no tolls from the airport, and a few other bits that I can add to that. You know, the tailor scams with the Indians doing a little tailor scamming for you when you go and get a nice new suit, depending on where you go. And I'm going to go on to something bad that's on the end, but we'll get to that. But what's good about most countries, any country, there's going to be a scam. Someone's doing a scam no matter where you are in the world. Even in your own country, someone's scamming you in some way. Either it be the next door neighbour or the government. But what you need to remember when I'm talking about Thailand is it's a great country. For myself, I've probably come across twice where I've been scammed, which once was my own fault, the second, very naughty. But we'll talk about that, and I'll add the story on at the end. So number one, bill padding. What you do, come to a bar, what they do is they add your drink slip into a little pot. And what you find in a lot of bars, that's the standard protocol of how they want it. What you need to understand is if you're having 3 or 4, they may add an extra slip in there without you seeing it, which will mean an extra drink that you have to pay for that you hadn't been drinking. This is called bill padding. Beware of it, guys. It does happen. It's really naughty. But for heaven's sake, in a lot of sense, don't argue with them. Just pay your bill. Don't go back there. Number 2, ping pong ball show. Everywhere you walk up and down Walking Street in Pattaya, you know, even in Bangkok, ping pong show. Come see ping pong show. And they got a big thing about that on Walking Street. My advice, don't go. I've actually been to one. And then what they do is they get you in and say there's a free drink, there's a free show for you. And then you sit down, you get your free drink, you watch the show, which is, you know, it's quite good, quite fun. And then you end up lumbered with a 500 baht bill, an 800 baht bill, and I've seen a 1500 baht bill. And that's for your drink and that's for the show. Trust me, guys, it's never free. Just avoid it. Say my owl cup, which just means no thank you. And what they do is they just leave you up. Leave you alone, just put your hand out, and they 99% of the time they know you're well versed in, you know, Thailand, and you go on your way. Number 3, BART buses. In Pattaya and most other places in Thailand, they have a certain route along beach roads, back around, second roads, and they also have BART buses that go off to Jomtien and a few other places. My advice, try and work out what the routes are. You can go online and get a map. I'll see if I can get a map up there and I'll add it to the picture. And then just get on the BART bus. Don't go and speak to the driver and ask where you're going, because you're most likely going to get yourself stung. And that means once you speak to the driver, it could potentially turn that into a taxi service for you, which means he'll drive you directly there and then charge you, 10 to 20 times the amount. Where if you just jump on the back of the bus, just let him follow the route, and at the end, you just get off, you pay your 10 baht, and then you go on your way. It's that simple. I always use BART buses. They're a great way to get around anywhere in Thailand. Use them, guys. They'll be safe. So the jet ski scam, I want to tell you what they do before I go on with my rant. So you rent the jet ski,
an hour, half an hour, 1,000 baht, 2,000 baht. It depends on how the vendor wants to charge you, you know, case by case. So you go out on the jet ski, you come flying back, and then they bring the jet ski up onto the beach, as an example in this picture here. Then they point out the damage on the jet ski, and then they say you did this damage. Even if you was nowhere near anyone else, they're going to blame you. My advice is, well, first of all, don't rent a jet ski, but second of all, don't argue. I've seen Indian guys, you know, being beaten up over this sort of thing. It's a shocking thing to have to deal with. Don't get the police involved. You know, the fee will sort of double then. So then you're having to deal with a can of worms from getting them involved. My advice, just pay it. Haggle with him. Get your phone out and video it. And then share the experience with the rest of the world. And hopefully people will learn from it. Like yourself watching this video.
Number 4, jet ski scam. My advice, don't get on a jet ski. Don't try and be clever. Don't think it's going to be safe and you get on this jet ski, have a wild time and you're going to be okay and there's not going to be any issues. My advice, it happens, and it happens all the time. Oh, they're great to jump on and, you know, cracking, bouncing around the waves. You're on holiday, you want to enjoy yourself. Just don't do it, guys. It stops the problems. It stops them doing the scams because people won't get on the jet skis. It's just common sense. I understand scams happen, you know, and people have their way of doing stuff, and that's just the way it is. It's there, it's in the public eye, you know, it's in the news. Just avoid getting on a jet ski when you're in Thailand. It's very simple, guys. I've never got on a jet ski. My friends haven't. Just avoid it. But the best part, enjoy Thailand. That's what it's about. Take in the air. You sit on the beach. Go for a swim. That's paradise. Not jumping on a jet ski. Number 5. The motorbike scam. Now, I've been stung for this. And it's not a joyful thing to feel. It truly isn't. My advice, and I'll put the footage up, make sure you do a video of the motorbike before you sign anything. Just do a video, tell the guy, say, look, I've taken a video, get close up on the damage, if there's any scratches, anything. These scams do happen. There's videos online, even with the videos of taking a picture of the damage before you even take the motorbike. My advice, there's BART buses, there's motorbike taxis, there's normal taxis. There's so many different public transport ways of getting around anywhere in Thailand. Use them. Don't hire a motorbike. But if you want to, that's up to you guys. That's my preference. You know, if I'm in a different country, I do in Barcelona or Italy, I hire a moped when there's an opportunity. But my advice, do a video. Just go around the motorbike, just see the sides of it, underneath it, check the wheels, check the tyres. And number 1, make sure and ask him and take a picture that he has the Farang insurance policy, not the Thai one, the Farang. I'll do a bit more investigation and I'll do a bit of information. I'll put it in the comments so you guys can have a look, and I'll sling the link on there so then you can look at that. Number 6, the helmet police scam. Well, it's not actually a scam. Think about it. You're in another country, you're not wearing a helmet, which is, you know, a massive safety conscious thing to be doing, and a police officer pulls you over. You're going to get fined. If there was laws in any country in the world where if you didn't wear a helmet, you'd get stopped and then there'll be a fine. There'll be some sort of punishment for not wearing a helmet, because it's common sense to wear a helmet, is it not? Especially in Thailand. You know, think about the last, you know, number 5 on the list. You're talking motorbike hire and then having to deal with this as well. Get on the BART bus, guys. You're going to get stopped by the police if you're not wearing a helmet, and you're going to be fined for it. And then if you ask the police officer, can I have a piece of paper to say I've been fined today, you're not going to get one, which means you're going to get stopped further up the road. There's plenty of videos online to have a look at where people have been stopped about their helmets. Just don't do it. Wear a helmet. It's common sense, guys. You know, be safe out there and enjoy the country. Number 7. Got to number 7 already. Right, the taxi scam. Well, the main one that I know about, which was one of my first trips to Bangkok, was getting in a taxi and then saying to them, right, I need to go to my hotel. Well, mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 was then paying for the man's tolls as well. So since that day, I got stung for about 2,000-3,000 baht. I decided I'm going to pre-book my transfers from the airport to Bangkok, from the airport to Pattaya. I'll leave a great little video of me just driving along down to Pattaya. I use PATTAYACENTRAL.COM. It's a great transfer company. I use it all the time. Paul, the owner, with Flexi, great couple, and they literally do have drivers that don't get on their phone. They're very quiet. They have cold beers waiting for you. What more do you want? Number 2, tut-tuts. Best to avoid them, guys. That's my advice. But if you do get on them, please, please, please say to them, oh, I want to go over to Nana, or I want to go over to one of the, the floating markets. Ask them how much first of all. Just say to them how much. It's not hard. It's just not rocket science. Just ask him. Say, right, so that's 300 baht. That is 300 baht. Say to him, 300 baht. Then, when you get there, give him a 300 baht and a little bit of a tip, which is up to you guys. They're pretty safe in a lot of sense. So number 8, big number 8, the tailors. What the tailors are is, as you go around Pattaya, Bangkok, anywhere, you'll find that when you're walking along, you'll randomly see, any kind of chap. I don't want to define who they are. They'll be there outside their shop offering you new suits, maybe a new jacket, maybe crocodile skin, maybe a nice silk suit for yourself. These guys, they're great chaps in a lot of sense if you meet the right ones, but the wrong ones. The wrong ones are, you go in, they size you up, they show you the material, the feel of the material. You go, okay, it's fantastic. They ask for prepayment. And my advice is don't prepay for any suits. Leave a small deposit, 1,000 baht, 2,000 baht. That's what I would do, and that's what I have done. And what you do is you go over back to them and you say, right, what you got? Show me the suit. Maybe it's a couple of days, 3 days later. Go in, feel the material of the suit. You can get it really cheap. It's like being in Savile Row. Really is. And basically you get a nice suit out of it, but check the material. And that's where the scam is, guys, is the material. First of all, you're feeling a nice, good cotton material. When you get it, it's flimsy, you can feel the quality is absolutely crap. And that's where the scam is. And that's what you need to look out for. But if you meet the right ones, you go back, you left your deposit, you get a nice suit out of it, you pay what you've pre-agreed, and there's no scam. But you need to look out for the ones that do scam. And you need to say to them, I know all the Bangkok tailor scams, I know everything. I'll buy a suit off you, it's going to be proper suit. And that's it. So number 9, and I'm going to add number 10 on there, is basically be careful, guys. There's so many different types of scams out there, you don't even know what they are and what they're doing. Be conscious of when you're giving away money, especially large amounts of money. There's other ones like the gem scam, and then like the temple is closed scam. They're out there. There's other videos on YouTube and you can see they're out there. And I can go on and on and on. But these are the ones I've come across and what I found. And the most important thing is relax, enjoy yourself. Like I mentioned, I've been stung twice. And they were for a motorbike and for the bill padding. That's it. Out of all of them. And I've been there, I've spent a lot of time in Thailand. So my advice is relax and enjoy the country. It's a great place to be and a great place to visit. It truly is. I cannot recommend it enough. I truly can't. If you guys have got any questions, any comments, you can contact me. Do add me on Facebook. And let me know about any recommendations for future videos, and I'll put some up there of my experiences and what I've been up to. And I look forward to the next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.